Hello friends, my name is Brian Moshiri and welcome to my channel. Karibu sana if this is your first time being here, and welcome back if you've been here before and you've elected to come back. I hope that wherever you are, you're keeping warm. It's very cold here in Nakuru. The July weather has carried on up to August and we are quite cold. I hope wherever you are, the weather is more conducive for you. That's why I'm wearing a leather jacket. Don't question me and ask why I'm in very heavy clothing. That is the reason why. The last time I posted a video here on YouTube, I was talking about this wonderful lift that a subscriber of mine got me, and I was talking about how it has transformed my life in very many ways. Not only my life, but also the lives of my caregivers. But no sooner had I talked about how awesome it was that it broke down. As you can see, it doesn't have the control panel that is usually here, and the battery. Just a few weeks after I got this lift, it started misbehaving, if I can say that. It was not lifting until it was connected directly to the electricity. So every time we wanted to use it, we had to plug it into the socket. And that is not ideal. It was a lot of days of me trying to get in touch with the company that sold me the lift, but all my attempts were futile and I couldn't reach them. So I went directly to the people who supply these lifts here in Kenya. So I went directly to the people who offer these lifts, and they were able to help me. And maybe today or tomorrow, I'm going to be getting a replacement of the batteries, and they're not going to be charging me, which is very ideal because I couldn't imagine having to buy another battery just a few weeks after just getting the lift. So that's kind of a bummer. I've not had it for a long time and it has already broken down. They have told me that it could be the fact that the battery was not well charged, but I don't know about that. Let's see when they send me the replacement batteries, and hopefully it's going to work. So in the last few days, we have not been using the lift. As you can see, we have gone back to the dark ages of manual transfers, and my caregivers are really feeling it. Their backs must be hurting because of carrying me around, but hopefully in the next few days, everything is going to be okay. So in typical village fashion, we have a blackout. Surprise, surprise. Yet another blackout, and my wheelchair is on low battery now. It has 1 bar remaining. So if the electricity doesn't come back today, I don't know, I'm going to be very, very stranded. So I hope it's going to come back. It's something that we experience a lot here in the village. I don't know if it's the same wherever you are, but a lot of power outages. I hope this time when the electricity comes back, it's not going to lead to any of my electronics getting fried, because that is becoming a habit of it happening. So as you can see, it is tomato harvesting season. These are the bad ones. We have sorted them out, and these are the bad ones, and we are going to figure out what we are going to be doing with this. So it's a very busy day here at home, a lot of things going on. One of the things that I'm very happy to be showing you is this. Can't even hold it. Let me hold it. I received mail from Google, and this is officially my first YouTube paycheck. And I was monetized a few weeks ago, but if you have interacted with the YouTube creator program, you know that it takes time for you to receive this, which is basically a pin confirming my location. So they have to send it wherever you are so that you can pick it and go and input the pin in your AdSense account, Google AdSense account. So this is practically how I'm going to be withdrawing the funds that I make. So I have officially gotten my first paycheck. It isn't much, but it is something, and it is some reward for the hard work that I've been doing in the last couple of months. My YouTube channel is officially 3 months now. Can you imagine it? It's a short time, but also in hindsight, it feels like a very long time. And I want to thank all of you for being with me in this journey and for supporting me, for watching the videos, and for watching even the ads and making sure that I'm getting those few shillings and those few coins. In order for me to get this letter delivered, I needed a PO box. If you're from Kenya, you know that we no longer have PO boxes. We no longer receive letters. We no longer receive bills in our mails. So it was a little bit hard for me to figure out how I was going to receive this mail, but I got a solution, and that solution was the virtual PO box. And I didn't know about this. I guess I had heard of it a long time ago, but I had not thought that I needed it until now. So I applied for a virtual PO box, and that is how this letter was delivered to me. And I'm going to be telling you all about it, and I'm going to share my PO box with you guys. In case you want to write me a letter or send me something, you can send it to me through my PO box. I'm going to put my PO box somewhere here on my screen, and if you want to send me a letter, if you want to send me anything, you can send it easy. So if you want to apply for a virtual PO box, you just go to your phone. If you're in Kenya, just go to your phone and input *631#. So that is *631#, and then you just follow the instructions. It is going to be an annual rate of 2,000, around 2,040 shillings, and that is going to cover the price for one entire year. And you are going to have that PO box for that time, and you can just allocate it to your nearest PO box. So when your mail comes, they are going to send you a message, or they're going to call you, and you can go and pick up whatever it is that you have been sent, whether it's a letter or a package. It's that easy. So your phone number becomes your new virtual PO box. If you want, you can apply for a physical box where you can be given a key as well, but I suppose that is going to be a bit more expensive. Yeah, if you are interested in getting a PO box, I feel like it's good, so that whenever you input in your address in documents, right now you won't be having to give out the PO box of your church, the PO box of maybe your high school. You can have your address now, and it's going to make life very easy for you. So yeah, I'm officially a YouTube partner, my first check. And I was thinking long and hard about what I wanted to do with my first YouTube check. The first thing I wanted to do, I have been thinking about 3 things. And the first thing I wanted to do was maybe update my phone, buy a microphone so that the audio is going to be better for you guys. And number 3, I wanted to do something about my internet, because if you know me and if you have visited me, you know that I do have internet connection, but because I'm so far from town, so far from anything, it is very hard to get consistent, reliable internet. Any kind of change to the elements, if it's a bit windy, a bit rainy, the internet goes away. Do you know, if I want to upload a YouTube video, it takes me the whole afternoon. Like, I start uploading a video at 12 p.m. and it's going to be uploaded on YouTube at 6 p.m. So that is how long it takes me, and it is so unreliable. So I've been looking to find options and alternatives, and my search has brought me to StarLink. My first internet connection, or my first Wi-Fi service, was from 3 years ago, and a friend referred me to them. I had like 10 Mbps. I started off at 5 Mbps, and then I went to 10 Mbps. Because we are so far from the boosters and from the providers, we had to literally set up the Wi-Fi on a tree. And it was this tree that you see here. So this tree stump here used to be a tree a long time ago. So someone had to climb up high and set up the boosters or the radios up there in the tree. But over the years, the tree died and dried up, and we saw that it was almost falling down. We looked for someone to come and cut the tree and safely put it down. After the tree was put down, the only other option was to find somewhere to put the Wi-Fi, and it is erected somewhere on top of the roof. And you can see it's quite high. As high as it is even now, the internet is not reliable because there is a lot of tree coverage here at home. There is still a lot of interruption and obstructions. So the internet doesn't become reliable or consistent. So as much as I'm paying for my internet, like 60% or 50% of the time, it is unreliable, it is buffering. So, and you know, if you have ever experienced slow internet, you know that it is the most annoying thing in the world. So I had to bite the bullet and try something radical. It sounds like it's about to rain. I can hear thunderstorms from afar, but hopefully we are going to be able to finish the video before it starts raining. So I had been seeing the StarLink commercials and advertisements in supermarkets here in Nakuru, and it had piqued my interest because they were saying that StarLink would provide stable and fast internet even in the most rural areas, because it was going to be offered through satellite. When it initially came to Kenya, it was around 100,000 for a dish or for the service, and then it came down to 45,000, and then it came further down to 30,000. And when it got to 30,000, I told myself, with the YouTube check and the gifts that you guys have been sending me, by the way, thank you so much. I have been putting my number on the comment section and asking you guys to support if you can, and PayPal, and I've been saving up all that money, and I decided how better to use my first YouTube check and the gifts that you guys have been sending me than to get more stable internet for me and for my family. So I decided to buy it from Jumia because it was out of stock in Naivas supermarket, and I got it for $29.99. $29,000. So what you get when you buy a StarLink package is you get the dish itself, and you get a router, and you get a wire that is probably 10 meters long, and a connector from your router that connects your router to the socket. So it's a very small package, very easy to assemble, and very easy to also set up. If you are able, myself, I'm not able to get on top of the roof, but if you're able to get anywhere, to get the dish anywhere on top of the roof, or anywhere that it is not being obstructed by the trees or other buildings, you can basically do the setup yourself. Once you have set it up, you just download the StarLink app and you configure the Wi-Fi, and you pay. You can pay for it via M-Pesa. It's so convenient actually, because StarLink also accepts M-Pesa or Visa. So I used M-Pesa, and the packages, let us talk about the packages. They are stating that you can get a package of 1,300 per month for 50 gigabytes, for 50 GBs. So you pay 1,300 for 50 GB. And that was one thing that interested me, because I thought that maybe it would be something I would renew maybe once or twice at most. And I did a speed test, and it is true. I almost got 200 Mbps. The internet is fast, but that is download speeds. But upload speeds, they are a bit wanting. What you need to consider when you buy the 50 GBs internet or 50 GBs package is the fact that it is not going to last you a long time. I thought that I could stretch it to maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, but it went for only 3 days. So you have to be very aware of that the 50 GBs won't take you a long time. In 3 days, if you are a big household like us, we have a lot of devices that we use, from me, my parents, my brothers, and TVs and laptops. So that is not going to last you a long time. So are you prepared to spend 6,500 for the unlimited package? So that is the biggest question. And maybe that is, in hindsight, that I should have done more research about it. But the fact that I am getting high speeds for the first time here at home, that counts for something. And the other thing that I was thinking about was maybe I could buy the StarLink and we could share the package with a friend or with a neighbor, because I was thinking maybe I could find maybe 2 people who we can share the StarLink with. So pay for the unlimited package, and maybe we would contribute maybe 2,000, and that would make the burden a bit easier, and more people would have internet. But that brings me to the next thing that you need to know about StarLink. The router that ships with the StarLink is not anything to write home about. So we live in is it like a 3-bedroom house here at home, and the StarLink router is in my room. So it is already starting to rain right now, so I need to wrap up telling you about the StarLink. So the things you need to consider before you buy the StarLink is the fact that the 50 gigabytes are not going to last you for a long time. The speeds are okay, download speeds are okay, but upload speeds are not very impressive, but they're enough for you to do whatever you want, because I have uploaded the previous YouTube video that I did, and it uploaded in a matter of maybe 30 minutes. So it's not it doesn't take as long as my previous internet used to take. The next thing you need to consider is the fact that the range is not going to be as big as the normal range you get from the routers and local routers that we have from the internet providers. But the upsides are the fact that you're going to have very fast internet. Once you set it up, and you can set it up by yourself, no installation charges. You don't need anyone to come and install it for you. Easy to install, fast internet. You can use it anywhere, even the most remote areas. But again, you have to part with a little bit more money than the usual internet providers. I know it's a different format, but I hope you've enjoyed the information that I have presented to you guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if this is the kind of video that you like, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Goodbye and thank you. It's already raining and my chair is on low battery. Let's see if it's going to get back to the house. If it doesn't, I'm going to be rained on. So what happens when my chair is on low battery is that it drives very slow. It's already in the highest gear, highest speed, but because the battery is so low, it's driving very slow.
Ui, ui, ui.
And up aside.
Abi?
Side, your side. Side, and you do not.
Yeah.
So I have encountered an incline here right next to my door, and the chair has refused to go up. So I just need a little push. My girlfriend is behind the camera. She's going to give me a little push and...
Oh, turn it.
Stop.